Hello there, and welcome to Fronts. You heard that right. Today we're checking out the total overhaul mod called Fronts, and it is a wild time. But, well, a lot of things are different. Literally everything is different, and we're going to be explaining all of it so you guys can see what's going on. But here is Fronts, and Fronts is a wild experience. It changes absolutely everything about forts. I am placing these mines here because, like normal forts, they are still the producers of basic income. However, income itself is different. These will produce metal, which is used for all kinds of things. But the other material that we need is population cap in the form of energy. We see here that I have 5 out of 6 energy. Rather, 6 energy is my total energy, and 5 is how much I'm using. Everything costs energy. Everything costs an upkeep of energy. And so we're going to be taking advantage of the early game here to be constructing our basic economy. Now, just like in regular forts, the objective is to destroy all of the opponents and keep me alive. And we're going to go ahead and see what that looks like here. Now, to make this video interesting, we're going to be exporting all kinds of things here for the purposes of causing a lot of damage. In fact, there's some pretty cheeky, like game-breaking things we can do. And we're going to be doing that here, but not until after we explore just a little bit more of this world. So let's go ahead and start off just by building some goodies here. And then I'll explain one of the new mechanics, one of the very interesting mechanics. Let's see, you can fit right there. Perfect. And that is the tech tree. There is a tech tree. And I'm going to start with this one here. This doubles the income speed for our metal producers, so that will be very relevant to things. The next thing we're going to get is a sniper. You would think, oh hey, Snipey exists. Yes, Snipey in fact does exist, and he's very angry. Snipey is one of the more deadly creatures in this game. As most weapons, well, all the weapons here are fundamentally different. Unlike in normal forts where you can do things like refire your weapons, that's not how that works here. Every weapon requires ammunition. All of them. Period. End of story. If you want to fire your weapons, you have to produce ammunition. In order to produce ammunition, you have to manually click the produce ammunition button, which I will be doing here in a moment. Going over to here, go into sniper ammo, producing standard sniper rounds, and then upgrading those standard sniper rounds to armor-piercing rounds. Now, how do you make them? Well, in order to make them, you require an ammo production facility. That is this guy right here, which I have already produced one of. I'm going to make a second one. There we go. Let's go ahead and add some doors in here. Some tiny doors. There we go. And go back to ammo and produce. There it is. Produce all of it. Now, one other feature is the oil derrick. This permits us to build oil derricks anywhere on the map. And with oil derricks, oh, we're out of money, so we're going to come back to that later. But first, let's go ahead and commit some violence to the opponents here, because they have weapons, and that's illegal. There it is. Let's break them down. He's got a giant minigun there, and I'd really rather he didn't, you know? Kaboom. You also have a cannon. There. Every single sniper shot we make here needs to be reconstructed. So let's do this. Oh, I can respond here. This is a mod that is largely unfamiliar to the forts community at large, so I don't mind helping out here. We'll get on to cheesing the game and all of its beautiful exploits a little bit later after covering some of the basics here. But first, let me construct, you know what, let's add in another mine here. I'd really rather not get blasted by that cannon in particular, so I am going to make it go away. There we go. Beautiful. That is a supply drop coming to give me some more minerals, which I'm a big fan of. And for the moment, I'm going to produce... Let's produce this. Continue this tech tree. This gives us access to a stock market where we can trade things. And I'm going to pick up... You know what? Let's just hold here for a moment. Just a holding pattern. I see you building something there, and I don't know what it is. It's another minigun. I'd really rather you didn't. Stop it. No miniguns for you, sir. There it is. Alright. I'm going to produce a oil derrick right here. And that will drop from the sky. And there will now be an oil derrick. Notice it takes some of my power. That's this bar down here. And with that power comes ability to do things. There we go. Target down. Okay, so with the oil derrick now coming online, let's actually get one more RTG here, which gives me a little bit more power production. And then one more metal. And then can I fit one more RTG right here? There we go, a little bit more power production. A nice, extremely explosive base to go with it. Better. Okay, let's get some bigger blocks here, cover this up. Do the typical forts, you know. Let's get some stability tech. Stability tech still works. And that should keep us nice and stable. There we go. Now, I do have concerns about most things. But from here, let's go ahead and start developing... So you are online. I need an oil barrel, which is very explosive, so I don't like that. I'm not super keen on putting it there, but it's nothing we can't stop with this. And now that we have some oil production, I'm going to develop a diesel generator, which will give me a lot more energy. Get over here. Okay, so we've gotten some AP sniper ammo, and that one is hiding behind a single door. So we're just going to snipe it again, which I'm sure is very annoying for the opponent. There you go, you see him adding in extras there, but maybe not before I can get the final shot through. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, so now he's got an artillery piece, so that's gonna be miserable to deal with. Let's go ahead and buy from the market some extra monies. And then here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let us get standard cannon on the board, I think. Let's do, I don't know, standard cannon. It works. Artillery, laser, flak, rocket launcher. Let's do a standard cannon. Just put it right here. Tiny door it up. It's nice and thick and armored. Oh, that's incoming fire. And that is what the flak is for. Well, I don't like that. Good thing he missed. I'm going to put an oil derrick right over here. There we go. What? I was like, that's not how you spell something. Okay. Now, he's, I'm sure, going to be re-aiming, so let's do this. And let's produce some cannon ammo now. Just standard. That's not cannon ammo. That's artillery ammo. I need cannon ammo. There we go. We could do some standard ammo, maybe armor piercing. Let's do a little bit of armor piercing. Also get some shrapnel shells. Armor piercing shrapnel. High explosive, which I'm not going to do high explosive shells. Not just yet, anyways. Okay, so I'm going to go over to this ammo store and see if I can't find it. You are empty. this ammo store. I don't need the artillery shells so I'm going to delete them here. Better. Keep standard ammo shells producing. I have 3 ammo queues, which is nice. Just more. There we go. And then a little bit more sniper ammunition. There we go. Alright, so let's bring the standard cannon online after opening this up. We have some armor-piercing cannon shells here, and let's blast them. Went clean through the armor and took out something important, it would seem. I'm into that. Keep this door open for a moment and aim slightly lower, see if I can't take out the rest of his mines. Better. No more economy for you. You'll love to see it. Next. I did actually hit... No, I hit his oil derrick, not mine. I would like another oil derrick. There we go. Oil derrick right here. There it is. Now, let's start slamming this guy's economy as well. Perfect. You'll love to see it. This armor-piercing cannon shell is very effective. This is why you build multiple pieces of armor everywhere. My stability tech is so good, so that you don't have to worry about things like that breaking. The door is being opened. Ooh. He's got a sniper there. Let's see. Let's produce some more armor-piercing cannon shells. Armor-piercing high explosive. Oh, I can get some nasty-looking shells here. You know, let's do armor-piercing high explosive, which requires a high explosive shell to be produced. And then combine it with an armor-piercing shell. And then we can get some super explosive cannon shells. Look, we've got some stability tech in there. You'll love to see it. That man's now got a minigun, which is neat. That's going to be a wonderful experience for me in a minute, I'm sure. Just armor everything up as we continue on. Alright, so I think what I should probably do is build a flat cannon, or several. Because that's going to be an issue. Oh, please don't fall on me. Oh, no. Oh, it's bad. Guys, it's a problem. Ooh, dear. Well, we have had an issue. Stability tech kept us alive, though, as we could see it just hanging out down here. Barely. Our weapons did actually survive. Our RTGs and power generation, a little bit missing, but okay, they have found the ammunition button, which means I think it is time for us to actually just commit explosion. I can also start expanding up here, which is nice. Now that this space is gone. And once up here, I can do all kinds of things. But first, let us take some of these very explosive shells. Which ones do we want to use? I want to use this guy here. That's the red tip with the blue background, which is not the one that's currently equipped. I want the red tip blue background. There you go. Let's make this guy suffer for hitting me with the minigun, yeah? Yeah, much better. Just delete his foundations. Okay, while we're at it, let's get a couple flak up in here. Let's replenish this. And then flak here, and do this. Oh, what are you? I don't know what that was, but that is scary. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Let's remove him. Like in his entirety. Hit. Secondary explosions everywhere. He's dropping some kind of mine layer on me, which is a wonderful experience. Alright, continue the flak production, and then more flak weaponries, which is here. There we go. Now, can I finish this guy off? You know what, let's go directly to the core here. Huge hit. On, and let's see if we can't hit the core with this next shot. Nope. Produce some more standard cannon ammo. What I really need is additional storage for ammunition, so I can have a variety of ammunition around. And continue producing up here for extra income. Alright, tech tree time. Let's do this, and then let's grab this guy here. Super railgun. You'll love to see it. The railgun, I don't know what it is, but we could find out here. Let's build this guy all the way up here now that we have functional goods. One railgun costs 3.5 thousand monies. So we'll just put you way back here. Alright, and produce doors. That is a laser. And we can build a shield here to keep the laser going away from us. You'll love to see it. Okay, we've picked up some active armor, which is a way better armor. You notice that lasers here are infinite, which is, you know, a little scary for everyone involved. There we go. We don't have a follow-up shot for the, Can I do this? There it is. Nope. I would like to perfectly reflect this if possible. There we go. That'll do. Yes, sweep that beam across his core, please. Ha ha ha, he stopped firing it. Nice. Now we finish him off with the cannon shell. Beautiful. And he's down. Or, well, at least that weapon is. Go flak, take it out. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some more flak. Let's see, what kind of... We have 11 flak rounds left. This is fine. You, on the other hand, use standard cannon shells. Let's super weapon remove you, yeah? Mm-hmm. Let's just use a standard railgun round. That'll cut him off in the midsection. Do it. Oof. That did some work. Alright. Better, bigger, better ammo, please. And armor piercing. Get some of those super big rounds. Let's develop the stock market a little bit more. Oh, I'm in danger. I'm in so much danger. So one neat thing is there are orbital calldowns, and orbital calldowns do a lot of damage. Alright, now we are off once again. And as you can see, well, the game does have some wild, absolutely wild nonsense going on here. And we're going to be taking advantage of that to do some crazy things. Specifically, we're going to be building a heavy weapon immediately because there's no reason for us not to, and then enough energy production to power it. Which, let me sell this off here real quick, and now we have enough energy production to power it. Beautiful. And now we just have to add a door on it to keep it safe. And a little bit more money is required for it. Money's kind of hard to come by. We're just going to open the door here. Alrighty then. Now let's go ahead and start blasting. Is it 60 seconds into the match? Yes. Is it also heavy weapon o'clock? Yes. Burn him. Do it. And he's gone. Sweet. I'm going to take this opportunity to get the drill modernization technology. That'll get us a little bit extra eco going. There we go. And I need more energy. I need more. Oh, he's covering himself in energy shields. Ha 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 ha. He sees what I'm doing and wants no part of it. Alright, in that case, we are just going to move on here. Spend all of our energy on income. Looks like there's some secondary explosions going on. You'll love to see it. What I'm going to do next is get a sniper and some... Oh, I need more energy production is what I need. Let's do 2 more of these. Actually, hold up. Let's just do a generator. This costs me metal per second. Convert metal into energy, but that'll get me a little bit more to work with. And then 1 arsenal and 1 depot. And then on top of here, we will produce a standard sniper. Standard sniper? Or standard cannon? The sniper's cheaper. It should work just well enough. There we go. Just leave all the weapons nice and exposed. Yeah, why not? Except that one. I'll keep that one a little safer. All the keybinds don't work in this mod, so unfortunately things like material selection and whatnot just are broken. Even building is a disaster. So it is a little mechanically difficult to do things like doors. But now we can go to sniper, build some basic ammunitions, and with the ammo, I should be able to break these shields. They're not actually shields, they are mirrors, which are quite vulnerable to things like snipers. Ta-da! Alright, let's see how far we can take this before I get punished for my crimes here. We'll just keep doing all this, sell off all this, immediately place down a laser, and then I need a little bit more energy production, which I will place right here. And now we wait, as we hear the opponent also selling things. You'll love to see it. And once that comes online, that will give us just enough power. Let's do this. To, at about the 60-second mark, wipe out the opponent. And do it. Not a perfect shot, but it'll do. Sweet. Now this, I think we don't actually have an angle to hit the guy down there. But let's find out. We do have an angle. Great! And we're doing some real damage. Yes. I'm just gonna let it keep touching the core. Looks like the laser doesn't actually do much damage to the core, but it does break things around the core and ignites everything there, which is wonderful. I have to sell that off because I don't have an angle on things anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to produce another one at an angle like so. That way we can just get another one going. But it's going to be a minute. Let's go ahead and get this to start. There it is. I really want that, because that gives us more money per money. There's a lot of nonsense going on here. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, that man's armoring all of the way up, and I don't blame him, but here, let's get this, and I'll need an RTG to handle it. I guess I could also do a regular generator, which is still worth it. That'll slow down the replacement of the laser, but it'll also keep it. It'll also keep me progressing a little bit faster. I'm gonna move you a little over here to be a little bit more, you know, out of the way. Better. So our mines are operational, and now we wait for money. There it is. And come on, just a few seconds out. Laser is quite expensive here. Ta-da! I would like a standard door on this, but I also like armor everywhere. He's got something there. It's probably a weapon. Which means I could be in danger right now. So let's do this. There we go. Now I can actually target this guy. Hey, we hit the core again. Perfect. Yes. Burn. Okay. I don't mind doing a little bit. As much as I am being a horrible person that is absolutely just, you know, doing things to people immediately, I also don't mind helping them out here, because I understand that there's a whole lot of lack of knowledge going around. About half the players that have joined us have played before or have some experience with the mod. The other half, not so much. You know, I will credit where it's due. They figured out pretty quick that you can move the core, which is not a vanilla mechanic. And that's keeping them alive. Like, literally keeping them alive. Alright, let's go ahead and get an oil derrick. I don't need an oil derrick. I need violence. And just keep walking this laser shell, this laser aim around, breaking internals. And everything else. Looks like we are impacting. Just keep it slicing. This laser will not stop, so for so long as I leave it right there, this person just can't expand. This is what's called bullying. I'm gonna give him a moment to breathe, and by that I mean to re-aim my own laser. I'll expand here. And there we go. Now it's hitting the core again. He can move the core, but I mean, at some point, like, we're just breaking his everything, you know? This is quite the small little fort here. There's not much left. Cool. That sounded like a cannon. That is a big artillery cannon is what it is. Alright, I'm going to drop an oil derrick just kind of right. Oh, this costs how much energy? It costs 4 energy. That's fine. Drop an oil derrick right here. I need to aim this a little bit higher. Take out these mines. And then also maybe the core. Hit the core again. And it all comes crumbling down. Alright, let's see how far we can take this. Reduce one of you, keep selling all of this. Let's go ahead and get this started. Oh, what are you? Alright. More eco, don't mind if I do. Let's sell all of this. And then produce this. What are you? All protocols recharged. Ah, neat. That's interesting. So that refreshes our other active cooldowns. I don't have a need for that at this point in time. But we could double cast something like the Falling Meteorite, which is devastating. We'll see how that goes. We'll get this guy up and running. Momentarily, at least. There it is. And now... a little bit slower than 60 seconds, but we will begin firing at... now. Break them. They are out building it, which is fine at the moment, because inevitability is a powerful concept. Ooh, their energy is missing. I broke their RTG generators, and for it, their eco is going down. Nice. As we continue burning through. Oh, good call. Ooh, hey, they did it! They defended against it. That means we change targets here. Also means I need another one of you active. You may not be fully defended against this. That is a swing and a miss. Alright, 1 and 2. Aim you a little bit further down. Nope, not quite far enough. Stop firing. Okay, we have more power. And a little bit further down. That ought to do it. Now, is it a mirror behind this wall? That's a thick piece of metal. It was not. And it all comes crumbling down. Target annihilated. The way that bounced was great. Also, sweeping energy beam. Been a minute since we've seen one of those. Alrighty then, I've got a little extra eco. Let's add in a door. You are okay. Now, what I really need is some non-laser based weaponry, one arsenal, and one of you to produce ammunition. Teammate is working on producing more. But what we need is more money. I would like this. Give me asset trading for money. Please. Protocol received. Yes. Asset trading. Money obtained. Well, soon. Soon. But also like this if possible. That would be great. And now it is... Do we want to do cannon? Let's just do cannon. A little bit more expensive, but it's not that much more expensive, you know? It's fine. Weapons, cannon up. It's kind of a lot more expensive than the sniper. Let's not kid ourselves with this. Kind of a lot more expensive than the sniper. Well, that's not a mirror. Let's see what's behind this door. It's just a whole lot of wood. And you know, it's free for me to break, but it's not free for you to rebuild. You cannot build any taller than that. Strictly enforced. Alright. Let's do ammunition here. Let's shut this down before they get the problem. I need to hear him building mirrors over there. Alright, I would like this to actually be explosive, but I don't think I can do explosive shells. Can do armor piercing. Let's do oh my god. Please, friend, no. Please, no break. Alright. There it is. And now we laser through all of his foundations. Oh, sweeping it all away. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Let's see if we can't do this one more time. I'm already hearing a lot of those. I think I've caused some trauma, guys. Everyone is putting those up immediately, which is just funny to me. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab that, and then just go max economy here, because I can. Followed by an arsenal and conventional weaponry. And let me get a standard cannon right here, along until laser o'clock. I think I can place this first. What? No, I don't want this. I want this. Alright. And there we go. Shouldn't have to worry about much else here. Let us nuke this just from orbit, slam it. And kaboom. The cooldowns are strong, just kind of by the way. Sufficient power, I can work with that by building one more of you here. Once that comes online, our power issues will be resolved. But for the moment, we'll just fire what we have. And it's gone. So my goal here today is to break the other players. That's simple, just going to do all kinds of rushy shenanigans until everyone sees me and quivers in fear. So that's my goal today. We're going to be doing that. Let's go ahead and grab this, and that's Tech 1, and now we do laser weapon here, and then just a couple bonus energy. You know what, let's do this instead. So that'll give us a little bit more energy. It does cost some metal, but I can live with that. And then if we do another energy production here, we can set up with... Okay, so no one's doing weapons yet. Good. But that person seems to know what they're doing, so we are going to violence them now, before they have an opportunity to do anything about it. Let's fire. Oh, look, clean through. There goes all of your base. Goodbye. Let's do it again. Look at you getting energy shields up there. Oof, I missed the core, but only just barely. Stop, and then produce you. I'm going to need a little bit more in the way of goods here. I don't think this is safe for me to hit. Yeah. I think it is safe for me to hit, but there's not going to be much there I can do with it. Let's see. I kind of want this next. Let's keep playing around with the angle here, see what I can do. Nothing. Alright, so what I now need... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he's covering that. He saw the angle I was going for. So let's instead fire up here. There it is. Disconnect his mines. Being an absolute menace. He's out of power! Oh, that's funny. Oh, and I see a cannon from the teammate. I love to see that. Let's go ahead and get a depot here and an arsenal. Both of which costs more money than I currently possess. But teammate's getting a standard cannon. Once that cannon is online and operational and blasting the other opponent, we should be in a position to just kind of win the game. As where the cannon breaks things, I can punch through, and the opponent is struggling to survive, you know, for reasons. Let's see, what else do we need? I can move my core over here, which I think would be wise. Also produce an arsenal. Let's move the core first, just to get it out of that position. And then one arsenal here, and then one ammunition storage here. And next bit of money goes over to producing a sniper. We have this call down, but it only works if there's stuff in the atmosphere, and I can't do that. So what I'm going to do instead is up-tier our mines. That'll give us some better mines here to work with. We love to see it. Sufficient resources? Yes, insufficient resources. Money is a thing. Alright. Our ammunition is coming online. Let's get a standard sniper here. This guy a little bit further back, just to make sure it doesn't get in the way of the laser beam. And I would like to add in a little defense. Alright, so let's get standard sniper ammo going. I don't need much, I just need to be able to break through the mirrors, not even energy shields. I keep calling them energy shields, they're mirrors. And like mirrors, they are quite frail. So we can just start slapping them with anything, really. And you can hear it shattering. Alright. Let me build. Did I just... Oof. Okay. Well, that was a lot. Come on, rebuild. Thank you. Alright. It would seem that he's... Oh! Where's that coming from? That's coming from here. Okay. So that did a lot of damage to us here, but nothing that I can't... nothing I can't recover from. Let's make these tall. And then mirrors. Are you still on fire? You were still on fire. I think you got it. Oof. There we go. So now I would like to add in you again. That way I can just fire you at any point. We lost one of our energy producers. Let's fix that. Generator here. Look at you. I think one of these is just placed so it's not active yet is what's going on there. I did lose my arsenal, so I need to replace this, which is expensive. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I hate to see it. And now we wait. I see this is happening here. I don't know what it is, but I would really rather it didn't. Stop firing. Give that a moment to recover, and then replace our arsenal. I think I'm going to go... Ooh! Yeah, that cannon just blew clean through. Missed. I hear a shattering of glass. You'll love to hear it. Let's do... I can't get this because I can't do support drones. But what I can do is develop... more economy. There we go. Get me a little bit more income going. As I definitely need it, and I need it a lot. Gas eco would be great to have. I'm into that. Improved drills. Did you miss? I did. His cannon is exposed. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is build a stand... You know, let me build a sniper. I'll go back to building snipers and we could do the armor-piercing flavor of the sniper. A little bit more expensive, but nothing I can't work with. We'll do a mirror door here, and a standard door. Just stick with the mirror door for now. So you hear plenty of breaking glass. Yeah, it's just blowing clean through the mirror and slamming into whatever's behind it. Which in this case is plastic, which is not particularly appealing of a target. Alright, we are starting to get some real economy going. And what I now need is... Certainly. Is that a tiny... He's fully entrenched in mirrors. Man does not like these laser beams, and I don't blame him. Alright, AP sniper time. Let's see what we can do, what damage we can do. Just instantly sniped out his laser beam. You'll love to see it. Really? That ricocheted off of something. Oof. There's something there and it's ricocheting off it. But first, we need a little bit more cash. That helps. To be higher with this. There's the hit I'm looking for. And it all comes crumbling down. You'll love to see it. Now that will leave him exposed underneath to the joy of the sniper round. But I'm a little bit out of sniper rounds, aren't I? Nope. Let's keep sending it. Alright, that bounced off of something there. All of our shells are bouncing off and I don't know why. But I'm gonna start lasering and break his everything, like his core. Yes, do it. Why is his core still alive? Nope. Stop firing. No, my sniper. 'Tis fine. Alright, what I need is to finally get an oil derrick going. One oil derrick, please. Which one of these is friendly? Which one is foe? Just one moment of vulnerability is all it takes to break him. Alright. Let's do this. And just kind of break both of them. Alright, so he took a lot of damage there. Let's take advantage of that. Go directly to the core if we can. Nope, you got it back online. Oh my. Okay, so it looks like my oil derrick has been destroyed. Which is unfortunate, but also not unexpected. Keep firing the laser, just cause some damage. There we go. Nothing left. No survivors. Look, he can't even power his own goods anymore. Okay, so this is the enemy oil derrick. So I need to break that one in particular. Alright, so we aim a little bit down here again. Just remove all the things. Just slice him off and he's gone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for Frontier today. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Got more content like this coming out every single week, multiple times a week. But for now, have a good night, everyone, and I will see you guys later.